Dirk and his lawyers have filed an exhibit to support his application for reconsideration of the detention order. So the feds filed a second superseding indictment and they took out stuff from the first one. And it's 2 paragraphs specifically that the defense have pointed out is completely false. So it almost seems like the feds are realizing they made 2 big mistakes. And they seem like very huge mistakes for the charges, so I'm a little confused. Stick around for the full video, hit subscribe, let's go boys. Alright, defendant Dirk Banks reply in support of his application for reconsideration of detention order. Introduction. On December 12, 2024, this court held a detention hearing and ultimately ordered that Mr. Banks be detained based on 2 factors, danger and flight risk. On the issue of danger, the court relied primarily on facts presented in the first superseding indictment. The issue of flight risk, this court admitted, was a closer call. As this court is aware, the probation department assessed that Mr. Banks was not a flight risk, but did recommend detention based on dangerousness. Since that hearing, the landscape has shifted. Things have changed apparently, according to Dirk's lawyers. On May 1st, the government filed a second superseding indictment which removed 2 major allegations from the first superseding indictment. Yep, apparently they literally deleted paragraphs out of the indictment. Like, I think they realized they were wrong. That's the only thing I can think of. First, it removed the allegation that Mr. Banks' song lyrics somehow glorified the murder of SR. And second, it removed the allegation that Mr. Banks directed others to pay or be paid a bounty for the murder. So what they got on him? Isn't this a murder for hire case? They removed that part? The bounty part? Importantly, the government returned to the grand jury and sought this superseding indictment, the second one. After and apparently in response to Mr. Banks filing his motion to dismiss the indictment and his application for reconsideration of the detention order, in essence, the government effectively conceded Mr. Banks' central argument in his application for reconsideration, that the government presented false and misleading information about Mr. Banks to the grand jury and to this court concerning critical factual allegations. So this is Drew Findling, Dirk's lawyer, putting his dick down on the table saying they gave in. They admitted they were wrong doing this. In its response to supplemental filing, the government downplays these changes as immaterial and underserving of this court's consideration. However, as detailed below, they are both appropriate and great import in this court's review of the statutory factors for release, with the issues of the lyrics and the payout of a bounty altogether abandoned. What remains of the indictment is a weak patchwork of unsupported and non-specific allegations against Mr. Banks. I wonder what else they have on him, because they didn't have to put all their evidence in the indictment. I keep saying this every Dirk video, but like, they have to have more. This can't be everything. This watered-down new indictment, coupled with the robust bond package proposed here, tips the balance in favor of Mr. Banks' release pending trial. Argument: the weight of the evidence has changed since the initial detention order. 18 U.S.C. 314 blah 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 requires that the court look at the weight of the evidence against a person to determine whether there are conditions of release that will reasonably assure the appearance of the person is required and the safety of any other person in the community. With the new indictment in mind, the alleged weight of the evidence against Mr. Banks is significantly weaker. Okay, pointing out that things have changed because of the new indictment. Don't know if that really changes anything, but I'm not a judge. First, the second superseding indictment removed paragraph 6 of the introductory allegations in the first superseding indictment, which relied on lyrics from